Hello and welcome officially to my YouTube channel. My name is Hannah the Hermit. You may know me as a variety Elder Scrolls RPG content streamer on Twitch, as well as potentially on TikTok and here on YouTube, using shorts from my clips on Twitch to provide content for you guys. And today we're here playing Morrowind. We're doing a unmodded playthrough on the Xbox, which for those that watch my stream, you're probably familiar with me streaming from my Xbox. So I hope you enjoy. This is technically my first full playthrough. I have played back in like 2015, but it was, to say the least, a speed run where I didn't really focus on the story and I used a lot of guides and pretty much sped run to the end. So this is going to be a pretty extensive playthrough. My goal is to do about an hour to 2 hours each video, partially just to help not run out of space on my PC, if we're being honest, but also to make sure that I'm providing like short form but also long form content. So I don't, put out a 3-hour video that's not very entertaining, but instead I could put out like the 1-hour video that's, entertaining and engaging, and at the end of the day, focusing on the gameplay. So let's get right into it. Bethesda Softworks presents The Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind Game of the Year Edition. So I do have a character that I already started, because I haven't played it on the Xbox before. I just wanted to make sure everything worked. We're just going to start with a new character. Each event is preceded by prophecy, but without the hero, there is no event. In the waning years of the third area of Tamriel, a prisoner born on a certain day to uncertain parents was sent under guard without explanation to Morrowind, ignorant of the role he was to play in that nation's history.
They have taken you from the Imperial City's prison. First by carriage and now by boat. To the east, to Morrowind. Fear not, for I am watchful. You have been chosen.
Many fall, but one remains.
Wake up. We're here.
Wake up.
Why are you shaking? Are you okay? Wake up. Stand up. There you go.
It's
You were
Jim.
dreaming. What's your name?
We're gonna go... We're gonna go with Hammit to follow suit with our Dragon Age character on stream.
Well, not even last night's storm could wake you. I heard them say we've reached Morrowind. I'm sure they'll let us go. Quiet. Here comes the guard.
This is where you get off. Come with me.
Here we go. Are you coming with?
You better do what they say.
Goodbye.
Get yourself up on deck and let's keep this as civil as possible.
Who are you?
The sooner you leave,
Oh.
the sooner we can move on.
Okay. She's not very excited to see me. I get it.
This is where they want you. Head down to the dock and I'll show you to the census office.
Hello.
You finally arrived, but our records don't show from where.
Let's go ahead. We're gonna to be a dark elf lady, because we're in Morrowind, you know. We are Vardenfell natives. We might be an outlander, but we are going to be dark elves. Oh, I can't make my character the same as my personal playthrough one. I can't choose that hair. That's pretty good. I do like that. I do like that. Alright, so our skill bonuses, we get 5 to athletics, 10 to destruction, 5 to light armor, 5 to long blade, 5 to marksman, 5 to mysticism, 10 to short blade, and our specials are Ancestor, Guardian, and resist fire.
Great. I'm sure you'll fit right in. Follow me up to the office and they'll finish your release.
Do your little walk. Hello.
Yes, we've been expecting you. You'll have to be recorded before you're officially released. There are a few ways we can do this, and the choice is yours.
So I can either answer the questions, which will generate class, I can give him the info, or I can fill out the forms myself. Let's go ahead and answer his questions.
On a clear day, you chance upon a strange animal, its leg trapped in a hunter's claw snare. Judging from the bleeding, it will not survive long. What do you do?
So I can either use herbs, I can draw my dagger and mercifully end its life, or I can step back and let, you know, natural evolution run its course. But if I had helped out, I would get to know more lore on this mysterious creature. I'm gonna go ahead and use herbs, because if I was bleeding and I wasn't going to survive, I would want someone to, you know, just let me fall asleep and die. I don't want to be in pain. I don't want to be used as a science experiment while I'm still alive, so.
One summer afternoon, your father gives you a choice of chores. What would you rather do?
Okay, so we can either work in the forge with him casting iron, we can go fish at the stream, or we can gather herbs for our mother who's preparing dinner. Let's see. I think out of all of these chores, because chores normally aren't things you want to do, so I think out of all of these, the most enjoyable one would be gathering herbs. At least for me. For some people, they'd be fishing all day, but for me, I'm gonna gather some herbs.
Your cousin has given you a very embarrassing nickname, and even worse,
Hammit.
likes to call you it in front of your friends.
Hammit.
You have asked him to stop, but he finds it very amusing to watch you blush. What
Okay.
do you do?
So I can either make up an even more embarrassing nickname, I can make up a story for the nickname that's like a badge of honor instead of something humiliating, or I can beat up my cousin and tell him that even if he calls you that nickname again, you'll bloody him worse than the last time. Oh my gosh. Let's make up a more embarrassing nickname. So we'll name him like Stinky Butt Face.
There is a lot of heated discussion at the local tavern over a group of people called telepaths. They've been hired by certain city-state kings. Rumor has it these telepaths read a person's mind and tell their lord whether a follower is telling the truth or not. You believe what?
Okay, so they're hired by a certain city-state kings. Rumor has it these... Okay, they can read a mind. So this is kind of giving George Orwell 1984 vibes, the thought police. This is a terrible practice. A person's thoughts are his and no one else's, not even a king has the right to make such an invasion into another human's mind. In these times, it's a necessary evil. Although you do not necessarily like the idea, a telepath could have certain advantages during a time of war or in finding someone innocent of a crime. That is true. Loyal followers to the king have nothing to fear from a telepath. It is important to have a method of finding assassins and spies before it's too late. I feel like maybe I'm biased because I have read like a good sum of that book, so I know there's ways to control your thoughts, and of course, like, that lore isn't the same as this lore, so maybe you can't just write it down and not think about it. Maybe there isn't that loophole. We'll go ahead and say it's a necessary evil, because, you know, if you're innocent, then so what? Sure, it's kind of weird, but they should only be prying for the things that could be detrimental. So, you know, if they come up to you and they're like, how's your cousin Jim Bob? You can be like, hey, how the fuck do you know about that? Okay, yeah. In these times, it's necessary evil. Your mother sends you to the market
with a list of goods to buy. After you finish, you find that by mistake a shopkeeper has given you too much money back in exchange for one of the items. What do you do?
Okay, so I can either pocket the extra money, knowing the shopkeepers tend to overcharge anyways. I can put the extra money to good use and purchase items that help my family, or I can return it to the store and give the shopkeeper his hard-earned money. Well, it's not really his money. He has a fixed salary. Let's put the extra money to good use.
While in a marketplace, you witness a thief cut a purse from a noble. Even as he does so, the noble notices and calls for the city guards. In his haste to get away, the thief drops the purse near you. Surprisingly, no one seems to notice the bag of coins at your feet. What do you do?
Okay, so I can either pick up the bag and pocket it. I can pick up the bag and signal to a guard, knowing that it's an honorable thing to do, or I can just leave it and not get involved. And knowing the fact that the guard would probably see me and think I'm the one that stole it, and especially if I just pocketed it myself, I'm just going to go ahead and leave the bag there, because the noble's already noticed and the guards are coming regardless. So if I just leave it uninvolved, I don't even have to be a witness or a suspect or anything. I can just twiddle on along my way. Yeah, so we're just going to leave the bag there.
Your father sends you on a task which you loathe, cleaning the stables. On the way there, pitchfork in hand, you run into your friend from the homestead near your own. He offers to do it for you, in return for a future favor of his choosing. What do you do?
And also, I think I should probably mention, for those that haven't played the Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind, but you have seen me stream Oblivion and Skyrim. After pretty much this introduction to the game, you're not really going to hear any of the spoken dialogue. So I'm kind of paraphrasing all of the question and answer choices for right now, since he is assisting us and talking about it. But after we get out of this and it gets to the point where we have to like read stuff, I'll actually be reading it. I just wanted to mention that really fast. So if you don't like the sound of my voice, now is probably a good time to leave. Because after this, it's not gonna be them talking. It'll be like an every now and again. And of course, it does not help that my voice is going out right now. So I'll just do a little ASMR for you, I guess. Okay, so I can either ask him to help, knowing that 2 people can get the job faster, or I can decline the offer, knowing that your father expects you to do the work. And then if I did that, I would have to be indebted to the person. I can accept his offer, reasoning that as long as the stables are clean, it matters not who does the cleaning. I mean, this person's my friend, right? So we would presumably have fun doing this together. So if we get it done faster, the quicker we'll be able to do more fun things. So we're gonna ask our friend to help.
Your mother asks you to help fix the stove. While you're working, a very hot pipe slips its moorings and falls towards her. What do you do?
Okay, so I can either push my mom out of the way, I can position myself between the pipe and her, or I can grab the hot pipe and try to push it away. I mean, do I really need to grab it to push it? Can I not just like, hoo-yah! If I push my mother out of the way, why are we fixing the stove while it's hot? Why are we fixing the stove while it's hot? I guess because I don't want to grab it and risk injuring myself, because then I can't help her. But I also don't want to push her out of the way and risk her getting injured, because who's going to cook for us? Because it seems like I don't cook. I'm just a gatherer and she's the cooker of the family. The cooker. Not the cook. The cooker. Yeah, we're gonna like push ourselves in the middle of it all, and we're just gonna hope it like bounces off my shoulder or something. Because I feel like your hands burn very easily, but not like your shoulders. I don't know, if I burn my shoulder, it's not going to be as bad as me burning my hand.
While in town, the baker gives you a sweet roll. Delighted, you take it into an alley to enjoy, only to be intercepted by a gang of 3 other kids your age.
How dare
The leader
they?
demands the sweet roll, or else he and his friends will beat you and take it. What do you do?
Okay, so I can either drop the sweet roll and step on it. If they can't have it, neither can I. Act like you're going to give them the sweet roll, but then at the last minute throw it in the air, hoping that they'll pay attention to it long enough for you to give it a Okay. Get a shot in on the leader, but then we have to fight. And then the sweet roll's just going to fall on the ground, so at the end of the day, no one's going to get it because it's going to be on the floor. Or I can give him the sweet roll without argument, knowing that later this afternoon you have all of your friends with you and you can come and take whatever he owes you. But he's already going to eat the sweet roll, so it's going to be gone. But if I drop the sweet roll and step on it, no one gets it.
Entering town,
Doing
you
that.
find that you are witness to a very well-dressed man running from a crowd. He screams to you for help. The crowd behind him seems very angry. What do you do?
Okay, so I can either stand aside and allow the man and mob to pass, realizing that it's probably best not to get involved. I can either rush to the town's aid immediately, despite your lack of knowledge on the circumstances, or I can rush to the man's aid immediately, unknowing to the mob. I don't know. I'm very much so... Like, obviously, if I see someone being bullied or attacked, I will step in. But, like, if someone's running away from a crowd and I'm not a part of it, I'm just gonna stand aside, okay? I'm just gonna stand aside. I'm gonna let it happen. My little character is gonna be trying to find, like, ash hoppers and koguri, okay? I'm not gonna be worried about some rich man. Alright, so your personality and past reflect a sorcerer. Interesting.
Very good. The letter that preceded you mentioned you were born under a certain sign. And what would that be?
So, if we're gonna go with a magic sort of build, we should probably pick the Mage Stone. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and pick the Mage Stone. So our abilities are Fey. We get a fortified maximum magicka times 0.5. Okay.
Interesting. Now, before I stamp these papers, make sure this information is correct.
Alright, so Hammit the Dark Elf, a sorcerer with the mage sign. I have 40 health, yikes, 75 magicka, 150 fatigue. So that's your equivalent to stamina in Oblivion in Skyrim, if you're familiar. So our strength is at 40, our intelligence is at 50, our willpower is at 30, our agility is at 40, speed 50, endurance 40, personality 40, luck 40. And then our enchant is going to be, let's see, because my big head's in the way. Our enchant's 35, our conjuration's 35, our mysticism is 40, our destruction's 45, our alteration is 35. Our minor skills include illusion, which are at 20, medium armor 15, heavy armor 15. Nothing for light armor? Okay. Marksman 20, short blade 25, and our miscellaneous skills are block for 5 points. Nice. I think that's everything. EskaoTxu, thank you. You now have a stats menu where you can always view your information. Press B to use your menus. When you're done with them, press B again to close them.
Show your papers to the captain when you exit to get your release fee.
Read your papers by pressing A while looking at them. Then select Take to pick them up. Alright, so A. For release by Emperor Uriel Septim the Seventh's decree to the district of Vardenfell in the province of Morrowind. So that's just gonna say all the stuff we just did. EskaoTxu, agent of Satanin, Imperial Census and Excise, 16th of the Last Seed, 3rd Era 427. So for those that have started watching Oblivion, or have either played it and didn't really know this piece of lore, Oblivion takes place 10 years after the end of Morrowind. So there's some reoccurring characters, either dead or alive, I don't want to spoil, that we may or may have not already seen already. But yeah, they do take place pretty close to one another. Now that you have an inventory menu, like all menus, press B to use your new menu. The trigger cycle between menus, press B again to exit your menus. Okay, so weapon, apparel, magic, miscellaneous, and then we have our stats and our inventory. Good to know, good to know. I don't know if I can take any of that stuff. I don't want to risk dying.
Through to the next building and talk to Celes Gravius.
Okay, cool. I am, however, going to learn how to do combat. That's not what I was going to do. Pick up a dagger at the table by activating it. Okay. Ooh, what's the note? Hriscar. Don't think I've forgotten our wager. I want this dagger sharp as a scamp's claw by morning. By Jinsel. I don't think so. Letters, books, and scrolls can be read by equipping them in your inventory menu. Alright, so Iron Dagger. Equip the Iron Dagger from your inventory menu. Boom! Look at me. Press the X button to pull out your weapon. Once your weapon's readied, hold and release the right trigger to swing it. The harder you swing, the more damage it does, but the more fatigue will drain. Luckily for us, fatigue is our highest thing. You can eat ingredients by equipping them on your character in the inventory menu. Ingredients have different properties. Some may hurt you and some may help you. I can tell you right now that this beautiful crab meat will definitely help us. Same with this this Flynn. This regional liqueur acts like a potion. To drink potions, equip them in the inventory menu. Okay, cool. Cool. More bread? Don't mind if I do. The Hammit is hungry. Oh my god, there's everything. Oh, some matse. Mazte? Yeah, mazte. Definitely switch them around. Firmament. Oh, this just talks about all the signs. I'll take it. It's worth some money. Ooh, a large kwama egg. Oh, I don't have a lockpick. Oh, is there anything else? Alright. And then X, yeah. What's going on down here? A goblet and a vase. I don't really need that. Is there anything in these sacks? Heather, scamp skin, bone meal, chokeweed, kwama egg, muck, scales. Good to know. Kagudi hide. Oh, every single sack has something in it. My goodness. Maybe full of loot. You now have a map menu. It shows the name of the place you are at and you're facing. Okay, so it's Fargoth's engraved ring of healing. I'm taking that motherfucker. You now have a magic menu where you can see all your power spells and magical items. Like all menus, yep, press B. Press Y to ready your active magic and then right trigger to cast. Okay. Are these my... Oh, these are just my... I clicked B to do that. I know that's one of the menus. Okay, so it added a magic menu. Okay, got it. I was like, that menu wasn't there before. Cool. So I have it active, but for some reason the image of the ring isn't showing up in the bottom, which it definitely did when I played Morrowind the other night. So we'll just hope when we load into a new area it's there. Okay, it's still not. That's fine. Press A to talk to the captain, select topics to ask them about. Don't try persuasion on him. If you're not good at it, he'll start to dislike you. Hello, Celis Gravius. First, let me take your identification papers. Thank you. Word of your arrival only reached me yesterday. I'm Celis Gravius, but my background is not important. I'm here to welcome you to Morrowind. And then he took my release identification papers. So if you're just listening right now, I tried to add an inflection in my voice to the highlighted words, and in the odd chance that you are visually impaired and you don't have you can't see the colors that are on the screen, it has like orange text, and then the words that I added intonation to are in blue. Those are going to be what shows up right here for our conversations to talk about. So background and Morrowind. So those are like talking points for me, so I can pick those topics. And when you talk to like random characters in the game, they'll all have a base set of conversation topics depending on who they are. So for example, every barkeeper in like Skyrim, for example, you can ask them rumors. So what are some rumors that you've heard about in town? If you're in Oblivion, you can just like hear them because they're always gossiping all the time, and then it'll either update your quest log manually, or you can ask them about it. For example, like in I think it's like Coral, someone's daughter's missing, and you like talk to the dad or like a friend of the dad or something. But when you hear them talking about it when you enter the Mage's College, it like prompts the quest for you to have a talking point to talk to them about. So his background, I'm Celis Gravius, and Knight Errant of the Imperial Legion. And then Morrowind, yes, you're in Morrowind. I don't know why you're here or why you were released from prison and shipped here, but your authorization comes directly from Uriel Septim himself. I don't need to know any more than that. When you leave this office, you are a free man, but before you go, I have instructions on your duties. Instructions from the Emperor, so pay careful attention. So we unlock duties in Uriel Septim. Duties. This package came with the news of your arrival. You are to take it to Caius Cosades. I'm not going to spoil anything about this man. Okay. In the town of Balmora, go to the South Wall Corner Club and ask for Caius Cosades. They'll know where to find him. Serve him as you would serve the Emperor himself. I also have a letter for you and a dispersal to your name. So Caius, it just repeats the quest. I can't tell you where to find him, but you're to go to South Wall Corner Club and ask for him. Someone there can direct you. And then his trade. I'm a knight errant of the Order of the Ebon Heart and an imperial emissary attached to the Census and Excise office here in Saint Denis. Uriel Septim. Yes, Uriel Septim is still the Emperor. According to my instructions, he personally authorized your release from prison and your delivery here. It's all very mysterious, but that's the way the Empire works. Silence, secrecy. Let not the left hand know what the right hand is doing. Sorry, they said the Empire in my brain. My pea brain lumped to Star Wars. It's just like... Alright. Oh, I should ask him about Balmora. Balmora is north of Sedanine, which is where we're currently at. The road passes Pelagiad Village and Fort Pelagiad, crosses a deep ravine, passes Fort Moonmoth, and then turns west on the Odai River and into Balmora. The South Wall Corner Club is the southeast. Oh, it's in southeast Balmora on the east side of the river. For more detailed instructions, talk to Alone, the scout at Ariel's trade house here in Sedanine. Take my advice. You're new here. Take the stilt straighter to Balmora. But what if I don't want to? Why do you look so shocked to see me, sir? He went... I'm not gonna try to mess with any of this stuff near him. Press the white button to use your journal and review what you've been told. You should probably check out Ariel's trade house up on the left. You're on your own now. Good luck. And that was the tutorial. That's pretty much it. I like your drip. Can I get some of that? Give me some of the latest rumors. My son was recently shipped up to Fort Frostmoth on the island of Solstheim. Solstheim. Ding, ding, ding. Elder Scrolls word. You should know that. I'm kidding. You don't actually have to know that. Solstheim is the island you go to in the Dragonborn DLC. And when you go, it's ashy. For reasons. But in this game, it's snowy. For reasons. I don't know what he did to deserve that, but it couldn't have been good. A little advice? If you want to improve a skill you're terrible at, it's worth paying for a little training just to get you started. Sure, you can teach yourself, but it can be slow and frustrating. A little secret. If someone attacks you first, you have the right to defend yourself. If someone doesn't attack you first, you're going to break the law if you attack him. Okay. Good to know. Thank you, kind sir. Bungler's Bane. Give me that. Give me all that. Violet Caprinus. Don't mind if I do. Oh, yes. A hollow tree stump with nothing in it. Good to know that that's something I can search, though. So I actually didn't know that. Terrari, hello? Well, hello, Hammit. I'm Terrari Helvey. This is Sedanine, swamp fever capital of the world. I suppose you're wondering what's going on here. I can tell you where the services are. There aren't many. And I can tell you the latest rumors, unless you've already heard them. Unless you've already hear them. Unless you've already hear them. So the last time I made a spelling error like this, I thought they spelled deliver, but it was actually deliver in Dragon Age. But I do quite literally believe that that is a spelling error. Unless you've already hear them. Unless you have, you've is the contraction for you have. Unless you have already hear them. Okay, it's definitely wrong, but that's okay. How about the latest rumors? I want to herd them. H-E-R-D. I am actually a cow farmer. And I make moves. I've been told that the Empire has granted a new charter to do some mining on the island of Solstheim. Why would anyone want to go there is beyond me. A little secret? Talk to everyone, talk is cheap, ask questions. You don't ask, you never learn. Hey, that's what I'm doing right now. Someone in particular? The Altmer Ariel runs Ariel's trade house, Secocious. I'm just going to say Secocious, even though I'm sure that's probably the wrong pronunciation. Is the chief agent and... Okay, so that's the guy we already talked to. Is that it?
Outlander?
Okay, guess that's it. Is that a Kagudi? I can't tell what that is from here. Oh, I am stuck. Hello, good sir.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. What do you want? If you're looking to get out of Satanin, I'd be happy to give you a little advice. Alright, let's hear your little advice. New here, take the Stilt Strider to Vivek or Balmora, fast and cheap, no trouble with wild animals, no smugglers, and bandits. And outlaws. That's a lot, okay. Go see Darvaim, Hilarion over at the Strider Port, over the bridge, and east along the water, and tell her Vodunius Nucius sent you. Tell me a little secret. Okay, talk to everyone. Latest rumors. There's some trouble at Fort Frostmoth. Never heard of it. It's on the island called Solstheim. I want to ask another guard. Maybe their son's there too, and maybe this is like a Jango Fett, Boba Fett sitch. Let me hear. Come here. He's going so fast. Rumor?
Let's hear it.
Let's hear it. Did they say son? Maybe they didn't even say son.
Let's hear it.
Let's hear it. Oh, I haven't talked
Let's
to
hear
you.
it.
No, I have. Fargoth!
This better be important.
Fargoth!
Are you the one the boat dropped off?
Ought to see a boat arrive at that time of day. Hope the Imperials treated you okay. I swear they took my ring. Latest rumors? Okay, same rumor. New to Morrowind, eh? Well, the natives are not very friendly. They still resent the Empire and they look down on the other races. They don't like Outlander Dunmer very much either. Uh-oh. If you aren't Dunmer and native born, you're an Outlander just like the rest of us. Well, shit. Maybe I can pull a whole, Gray Fox thing. Just be like, I don't know where I came from. I almost said Gray Prince, but then I realized that's the Grand Champion before you in Oblivion. Which, funny that the Gray Fox and the Gray Prince exist in the same game. Canonically at the same time, but hey, gray is a good color. What about your ring? I swear one of the guards has it. I had it last week before the weekly Let's Shake Down Bargoth ritual. An engraved healing ring, a family heirloom of mine. You haven't seen it, have you? You know what? We're gonna be nice to Fargoth. Here, I found it. Take it. You found it? Amazing. Thank you. You are now my favorite friend. I'll be sure to tell the others, especially my friend Ariel, who runs the trade house here. Go see him. He'll be happy to see you now. Did you just score me a discount? My king. Thank you. Alright, I think Ariel's is right here, I believe. Yes. That's the back door, though. Ariel. That was a big freaking sniff. Welcome to... I think I'm saying that wrong. Ariel's. Let me know in the comments if you want it to be Ariel or Ariel. For now, I'll say, or Ariel. You're gonna have to add the phonetics though, because if you guys just keep typing out the same word, I'm not gonna know the difference. Welcome to my trade house. I have a barter for goods or coin. I also have a small selection of spells for sale, no credit. You want a little advice? That's free. That's all that's free. Would you like to hear about our most popular potions, our most popular scrolls? All right, let's hear some advice. If you want to live to the ripe old age, buy a weapon and as much armor as you can and you can wear and still run from trouble. Buy a spell or two and practice your skills. Don't practice on citizens. We call that foul murder and we don't like it. But you can kill smugglers and bandits and other outlaws all you like. Outlaws have no rights. Plenty of adventurers can make a living from killing and looting outlaws. That smuggler scum down in Adamasardis, for instance. The cave down near the Stillstrider platform. Popular scrolls, young scrolls. Vigor and vitality, vigor and vitality are our best-selling bargain items, restoring fatigue and health respectively. Civi intervention and divine intervention transport you instantly to the nearest temple or nearest imperial shrine, good for routine or emergency transportation. Does that work if I've never been there before? Heartwise helps with persuasion. Summon skeletal minion brings help in a jiffy, and Drothus's winter guest does a lot of damage at a touch. Handy to whittle a 2-tough opponent down to size. Okay, how do I practice my skills? Practice on creatures. Okay, yeah. And if you attack a citizen by accident, don't kill them. Turn yourself in to a guard, pay your fine, and clear your name, or people will treat you like an outlaw. Okay, good to know. Good to know I can't just murder people willy-nilly like I can in Oblivion. Well, more so Skyrim. Skyrim is easier to kill people and get away with it. Oblivion, even if you kill them or like a horse or something, you still get a fine. You just don't get alerted for it. Solstheim, what do you know about it? I've heard of the place. I believe there's an Imperial fort up there, Fort Frostmoth or something. If you want to go there, check around in Cole. There may be a ship that'll take you. So that's probably in the west side of Vardenfell. Luckily, I have some familiarity with Vardenfell because of ESO. I know ESO takes place before this game, so some of the places don't exist in either game, but Seydanine is one of the ones that is there.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
Tolvis, hello. Tolvis? Welcome to Seydanine, stranger. You looking for a specific place? Tell me a little secret. Okay. Phew, you're bitter green, Outlander. Might as well wear a sign new in town. Word of advice, buy a little goodwill, lose a few drakes, gain a friend. Folks will loosen up if you're folks will loosen up if you're spread a little of the Emperor's gold around. Folks will loosen up if you're spread a little of the Emperor's gold around. Now let me read it the correct way. I can't believe we're 2 spelling errors in. Don't get me wrong. Mickey D and other content creators have convinced me that this game is incredible. Even if it's old, but they didn't tell me about the spelling errors. I am a little frustrated. Spelled frustrated. Okay, folks will loosen up if you spread a little of the Emperor's gold around. Okay. Do you have any services? Get good and sundries from Ariel's. Yep, you are there. You are there. You're there spelled Y-O-U-R and not Y-O-U''re. Ooh. I definitely can't take these. Because, like, Morrowind doesn't really have a stealing mechanism. You kind of just have to know whether you're in sight of something that would get you in trouble or not. Or it does have some sort of way, but, like, I have never found that. It's not as blatantly obvious as in Oblivion and Skyrim, though. Skyrim makes it the most apparent, I would say. Hello? Eldifier?
My patience is limited.
Okay. I haven't seen your dark elf face before. Would you like a little advice? Or are you just looking for someone in particular? Tell me a little advice. You look like you can take care of yourself. Then why don't you do something about the smugglers in Adamasartis Cave? That's right. They're... Okay, it's the Stoltrider port. Get these guards. Look at them just strutting around. Someone must have paid them to ignore the smuggling going on here. Do we know what they're smuggling? I just realized I didn't, like, sell anything or look at anything in the store, so I'm gonna go back in there really fast. Reels. Barter. I'm gonna sell that book. I'm pretty much just gonna sell all of this stuff, really. I don't even think this is worth anything. Oh, it is. Alright. Wait, before I do this, did it give me anything to say about Fargoth? No. Can I persuade that? Oh, let me save. Let me save before I try something new. Okay. Persuasion. I'm gonna admire. I can see where this is going. Perhaps you should leave. Uh-oh. Okay, never mind. Let me load. Let me load. Reload. Reload. Noids are immune to frost attacks and highly resistant to shock.
Care to talk?
Okay. Why'd she sigh so loud? Sorry I'm in your store. And then I'll give him that. Because I don't really need that. Alright. Offer. Cool. So now we have gold. I'm gonna see what kind of armor he has. So medium and heavy are both even for me. No light armor, which is kind of weird given the fact I'm a sorcerer. But I guess since I'm taking the more on the attack side of magic as opposed to a mage, I feel like mages are very, you know, on the offense or the defensive, not the offensive. I'll do some medium or heavy. How much is it worth? 3? That kind of seems like not a lot. 3.5. Oh. Ew. I don't like that. How much gold do I have? 150? Shit, not a lot. I mean, armor is armor. Even if I don't have a skill for it, I should just... Oh, it's left and right sold? Yeah, when I did my playthrough of Morrowind the first time, I didn't buy armor. I went to the cheat room when I got it. Yeah, we'll just buy left and right. And then... Oh, this is all the stuff I sold him. Oh, so I can buy it back. That's kind of nice. Because you can do that in ESO. I feel like you can't really do that in many of the other games. You can buy it back for the same price that you sold it as in ESO. Let me rephrase, because you can buy back stuff that you have sold in all of the games, but you get it devalues unless you have the skill points for it. So how much are these chitin boots? Probably way too much. Oh, they're only 13. Okay, I'll get those. Okay. Offer. Nice. Look at me, all suited up.
I don't recall using teleportation, and yet there I was, alone, naked.
Pardon? And where were you naked at exactly?
It just stood there, holding its tail and whispering. What did it say?
I don't know. What did it say?
Yes, Outlander?
No, I'm not talking to you. What? You. Tell me more about this. We're gonna have a staring contest, really? You're not gonna tell me why you were somewhere naked and there was something holding its tail? You really just not? I'm gonna give you 15 more seconds, buddy. You gotta figure it out. Okay, I'm gonna slowly inch toward the door, and if you're not gonna tell me why you were naked, suddenly and randomly, I'm just gonna walk out that door, okay, and pretend I never heard that. And goodbye. Good riddance.
Anytime.
Okay, thanks for Dunkius.
What's this about?
Have I talked to you? Yeah.
Can we hurry this along?
Alright. So, Seda, Neen, Narmak, Vivek, Pelagiad. That's the way we have to go. And then Balmora. So we have to pass through Pelagiad to get to Balmora. And then we have to for Moonmoth. And then we have to turn west or something after we cross the river. I have a quest book. I could just check that. I forget how to check that. There we go. Is it not going to... I guess if I do Balmora, it'll... Yeah. North of St. Anine, the road passes Pelagiad Village and Fort Pelagiad crosses. I'm not taking the Stilt Strider, by the way. I am walking there. Crosses a deep ravine, passes Fort Moonmoth, turns west across the Odai River. There we go. I'm really surprised I remembered all of that, but the name of the river. So, here's a Stilt Strider. That's a Stilt Strider noise, in case you didn't know. Alright, and we're at the Bitter Coast. Draggletail, Draggletail, Draggletail. Are all of them individual? Like, are these not grouped together? They probably are. I still haven't quite figured out the harvest drop in Morrowind, because I've just not spent enough time doing it. Like, this is all lumped together? No, it's not. They're all individual loot containers. But some of them still don't have any. Okay, good to know, good to know. And I'm 90% certain this is the fastest I can run, if I remember correctly. Until I level up, of course, because there's acrobatics and I forget how to jump. How do I jump? I know there's a way to jump. There we go. Yeah, there's acrobatics in this. If it works like Oblivion, I don't know. I wasn't trying to level up anything when I played Oblivion. I can't believe that my first play, or not Oblivion, of Morrowind. I can't believe my first, well, I guess both my playthrough of Morrowind and Oblivion were pretty much speed runs, just of the main quest, except with Morrowind I cut even more corners than I did in Oblivion. Because my first really extensive playthrough of Oblivion was off stream just before I started streaming it. And I'm still in the process of going through that. What in the fuck is that? Quama Forager. Dead. First enemy, dead. Squished him. Oh. It kind of looks like Buzz. For those that don't know, Buzz is the cat that's down here. This is Buzz. Say hi. Say, this looks like you. Ascadian Isles region. So Balmora is this way. But first we're going to stop and look at these pretty plants. Oh, I hear another one. Alright, Black Anther plant. I don't really know what I can do with all of these, so I hope I'm not wasting my time by doing this. Or I guess it's not really my time, because I would do this anyways. But your guys' time. Which, by the way, if you like what you're seeing, if you're enjoying the vibes I'm giving, you can follow my my beacons link to all of my Lincolns. I've got a giant Lincoln log list of all of my socials that you can find me at, ranging from free content like Twitch, all the way to paid content like Fansly and Patreon. Patreon has posts, Fansly does not have posts yet. It's not going to be anything NSFW, it's just fun, silly pictures of my face and Buzz and my day-to-day life without giving away too many details. So yeah. If you're enjoying the content here, always feel free to drop a like, drop a subscription, drop a comment. I feel like I'm bad in my like streamer life promoting myself and like calling people to follow me. Not like calling them, but like a call to action. But of course, no pressure. I will be here fighting foragers, Quama of all types. Oh. What happened to the road? It got all... Oh, the noises haunt me. Where is it? How loud are they? I'm gonna be so devastated if this stuff is useless. But my goal is, after this ends tonight, I'm gonna play a little more by myself so I can get used to the game. Just on my personal character. That way, hopefully I'll learn that before the next episode of this. Which for now, I would like to do... If I keep the videos in between an hour and 2 hours, I would like to do a video every week. But if you guys do like the longer form version of it, where I maybe do 3 or 4 videos and I just crop them into one. Those would probably need to take a little longer, maybe a week and a half to 2 weeks, since I do still try to stream 3 to 4 times a week, and I have a job and kind of a life outside of this. But I'm enjoying this. It feels nice to sit in silence, because for those that aren't familiar with like watching Twitch streamers, or maybe you watch YouTube streamers here on this platform, I feel like I don't want to say your attention span needs to be focused, but your attentiveness needs to be really high. And of course it does end up being more exhausting as a result, both like physically and mentally, because you know, you're constantly having to have dialogue with people that's ever changing and might still be full of spelling errors. Oh, I'm never gonna get over that, Bethesda. Come on. But it's nice being able to just walk along this fucking road, and then if I wanted to just like talk about my day, I could. I mean, I guess I can do that while I'm streaming, but it feels... I'm more at peace. Maybe it's just the vibes. It's just the music. Oh, what's this? Oh, God! Oh. Ulumusa. Alumusa. Yeah, no, I'm good. I don't know if I'm ready for a cave yet. I was already told not to walk along the road, and here I am taking the road to Balmora instead of taking the Stilt Strider. So... I definitely just said Stilt Strider, and I'm 99% certain it's Stilt Strider, so... We're just gonna pretend that didn't happen. If you couldn't tell, that was me doing a magical spell to erase that from your memory. I should probably stay along the road. I feel like me walking along the path. Oh, what time is it? 6 p.m. and the sun is that bright? Yeah, that actually... This is a shockingly nice sun for this era of video games. Like this is like... I want to say it's more dynamic than Oblivion's sun. And I'd have to agree. I would definitely have to agree. It's just so bright. Alright, Balmora is this way. Where's this fort that they were talking about? Who's this person? I'm gonna save. Hello? Hola? Marie?
How did I greet you, friend?
Are mine? Are you mine? Begging your pardon, have you seen a bandit nearby? I must find him. Bandit nearby. Yes, Yes, I was just walking along here, minding my business. Suddenly, a bandit jumped at me from behind. He was a dark elf, a strong, dashing dark elf. He didn't harm me in any way, although he did take my jewels. He was quite gentle, and he talked to me for what seemed like forever. Jewels? What's that? Oh, never mind. The jewels. I just want to find the bandit again. He was charming and funny, and I simply must see him again. His name? Nellos Onmar. A name that'll stay on my lips for eternity. Perhaps you can find him for me? Please. I cannot live without knowing if he could ever love me. I have nothing to offer you in return, but could you not help me for the sake of love? I'm confused. How do you know his name if he... A bandit, someone I've never met before, stole my precious jewels. His name is Nellis, and we talked. And I went to middle school with him. You know what? Let's play into the bit, though. I want to meet this man. I will try and find this man, if only for love's sake, and not for the bit. You'll try? Thank you so. I'm sure you'll be able to find him. He's mentioned something about having to head north. Why would a bandit tell you where he's going with your stolen merchandise? Like, huh? So I imagine that he might be found in Pelagian. Please, if you find him, give him this glove for me as a token of my love. As if your jewels that he stole off your body, charmed off your body, may I say? Does he need anything else from you? Why don't you just deliver it to him yourself? Why don't you come with me? I'm certain he will want to find me again. You gotta steal your jewels. Okay, so now we have a left glove of a girl. Cool. She literally took off the glove. That is so funny. That is so funny. You're gonna get attacked by a Kwama forager. Can't you hear them? They're dancing this way right now. The sun makes them go feral. It's kind of really weird to see my my fatigue going down as I just walk, not as I jump or anything. Because, you know, in Skyrim it doesn't do that. It's only when you run. I'm pretty certain, I mean, obviously jumping. Does jumping in Skyrim deal stamina? I know jumping in Oblivion does, because you gain skill as you do it. I don't remember. I feel like that's something, I don't jump very often in Skyrim, I feel like, because there's no point, because you can sprint. But I mean, there's not like a speed modifier as you level up. I'd have to like watch a video on that. Let me know if I should make a video on that. If there isn't one, I might just have to. Where do I go? Oh. Here, let me discover this location. If it's even discoverable. Oh, this is Adanamurin, not to be confused with Adamstradamus. That has to mean something. That has to be some sort of Vardenfellian equivalent of like Nostradamus. And I don't know who the other one would be. Adam Sandler. The true Nerevar. Adam Sandler. Welcome, morning sand. Instead of morning star. He doesn't even say morning star, he says moon and star. I'm thinking of the fucking breakfast brand. Welcome. I made bacon. Welcome, moon and star. So I could say, movie. Welcome, movie star. Spelled move, E, star. Yeah! He's an Adam Sandler fan! Get him! Paparazzi! Paparazzi! I don't think I've ever seen it rain in Morrowind. Oh no, I made the sky cry. still going? Oh, this is the River Odai. Is that not even water up there? That's not even water up there. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I needed that illumination. I seem to have lost my way. Oh, here we go. Balmora. Did I just completely go the wrong way? Good to know, good to know. I still haven't seen the fort. Uh-oh. Ew, why are you shaking your head at me like that?
You scrib.
Uh-oh. Is it dead? We did it. We killed the scrib. Get scribbed, scrub. Get scrubbed, scrib. Our athletics increased to 11. Let's go. I might have to switch those key bindings. The journal and the jump. I just keep messing them up. Oh shit, where do I have to go now? How do I open my map? Oh. Balmora. Balmora. I feel like I would need to go this way, but this is definitely pointing... Oh fuck, I'm lost. I'm so lost. Wait, where was it pointing? Which one is the Balmora one? Okay, Vivek, Pelagiad, Balmora. Oh no, that's the right way then. I don't want to try to look up the answers. I want to use the lore knowledge that I have of this game and my experience playing ESO, because I don't want to spoil it for myself, because I know I already know all the spoilers. I know what happens in the beginning, the middle, and the end of the game, but I want to be able to like truly and wholesomely experience it for the first time, because like sure I did a speed run but I want to be crying at the end of the game, and I feel like that's a big ask of Morrowind. Fort Moon Moth. Okay, but where is it? I don't see it still. Or maybe I would allow myself like a paper map. I think I have a paper map. Let's see. I couldn't remember where on my bookshelf I had this, and I almost grabbed the Elder Scrolls Online thing. Bitter Coast. Here. For those that have never seen what this looks like before. So this is the Elder Scrolls Anthology. It's got all of the games. I used to have the Skyrim map. That got stolen from me, oddly enough. But it's got like a little flip book. It's got, you know, all of the CDs. It's got screenshots of the game. It's got the game, obviously. And then this is like the stuff you find on a normal CD. Hi, Buzz. Morrowind's. And then I have the regular, and then I have the Game of the Year with the DLC. And then, yeah, here's the DLC. Oblivion. Doom, doo, doo, doo. So I have regular, Game of the Year. And then obviously your one and only, the original Skyrim release. Not the DLC, not the special edition, not the super secret special edition, not the anniversary edition. And then the map, which this looks promising. What's this one of then? Is this? Oh, it is Daggerfall. That's really cool. I didn't realize they would do that. Yeah, so we've got the Alikir Desert. I guess I can just open them. I'm gonna use one. I might as well open both. Very cool. I don't think I've ever opened this one before because I didn't give a shit about it. Because it was still, So my introduction to the Elder Scrolls came from Skyrim. I, like, got the game on release day. 11/11/11. And then for Christmas that year, I was given this because my family saw how much I liked Skyrim. And then after that, I immediately played Oblivion. And I tried Arena, and I did a really bad job. Same with Daggerfall, though. So here we go. Ta-da! And I can just keep this right here for the whole time. Obviously, if you want to follow alongside, if you don't want... Oh my god, it's so detailed. This is so cool. So it shows, for example, it shows the specific cantons in Vivek City. So it'll show you like the Saint Delwyn's works, water works, or whatever the fuck it's called. I forget. Yeah, it just says Saint Delwyn. But if you play ESO to the extent I do, you know the upper and lower cantons of Vivek City pretty well. But yeah, like look at Fort Moonmoth, for example, and then look at Balmora. You can see where the northern and southern club are, and you can see where the House Halalu places. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna hang it on my wall, but for now I'm just gonna display it very crappily. There we go. Oh, and then of course, because I don't have any CD holders anymore, I just have like Far Cry Instincts Predator for the Xbox 360. I'm just gonna shove that back in there. Hi Buzz, are you gonna come and join now? There you go. You get a Buzz yawn on the first playthrough video. He is so bored, even he is yawning. I don't make the rules, Buzz. Sorry, I don't make the rules. This just feels like Skyrim right now. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. There's Crimson Nirnroot. I'm glad that Skyrim decided to keep some of these songs in it and redo them a little bit. Where? Well, here's the fort, obviously. I feel like that literally came out of nowhere. I want to know where that Quama Forager was at. It was screaming at me. Okay, so there's a bridge we have to pass. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to hang that up because it's like crumpled and I don't like that it's causing creases. I just cannot see. 10 p.m.? It's only 10? Okay, that helped slightly. Were we supposed to go to the West Gash? I don't think that says West Gash on it. Pelagiad, Balmora. Okay, so we're still going the right way. Thank Jode and Joan. Secunda and Masser. They're really close together, I feel like. They're definitely more spaced apart in Oblivion. But I feel like they're like maybe twice that difference in Skyrim. Then again, my Skyrim save is riddled with mods, so maybe I am gaslighting myself with mods. Okay, here's that bridge we're supposed to pass. Which, the bridge on the map over here looks a lot nicer than the bridge we see here. What does it say? Balmora. Let's go! We did it! We made it! Oh! I know where we are now! I know which way we're entering from. Wow, just the surge of recognition. Oh, is something coming to attack us? I hear it. All right. That's I believe that's a whole
Fresh game.
A whole video on a fresh game with the help of Whole. I think we're gonna wrap it up for the night. We did it. We made it to Balmora. So we started the game. We talked to all the representatives we needed to. We were tasked with the mission to go to Balmora to talk to people at the Southern Wall Club to find a man named Caius Cosades that is supposed to help us. We're supposed to see him as like our Vardenfell dad, Imperial Legion man. And you guys will enjoy what he looks like if you've not seen him before. But if you have, prepare. We're gonna be reunited with Caius. But if you enjoyed the video, feel free to subscribe and drop a like, maybe a comment, how far you want to see me go in the game, any goals you have for my playthrough. Of course, I will take suggestions. This isn't a backseat the gamer. I almost said the streamer, and then I realized, hey, this is not that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is the first Let's Play I've ever done. I've attempted like reaction commentary YouTube before, but I think this is much more up my alley. I do still plan on doing commentary YouTube, both short form and long form. This is just what I'm going to start out with so I can feel a little more comfortable on this platform for the third or fourth attempt. But of course, if you liked it, feel free to subscribe. That's the easiest way to know when a new video comes out, as well as following my socials. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you take your vitamins and drink water. Let's normalize YouTubers saying that, because I feel like streamers say it more directly to their followers, and I guess that's because you're like interacting with them. But like, interact with me, please. I'll wish you well at the end of every video. So thank you for being here. Hope to see you next time on our next Morrowind adventure. And if not Morrowind, maybe a different game, or maybe even a different topic entirely.